What's good, everybody? It's D Brown Shanghai, and today I got a story time for you guys. Now, this story has come up twice within the last 2 weeks of my life, so I felt like, maybe it's a sign that I should tell this story. Maybe this story is just dumb enough and just funny enough that they would appreciate this. And when I initially remembered the story, I forgot it just a few days later, and then I saw again that Dom2K had uploaded a video talking about young Kawhi versus the current Kawhi, and that reminded me of it again. So I was like, you know what, man, this is like fate, bro. Somebody want me to tell this story, so I'm gonna tell it. For y'all to get the full effect of this story, I feel like I gotta put you back in my shoes, put you back in that feel and that time of NBA 2K12, So take it back to 2011. Me and my boys we were sophomores in high school. This was the year after the whole 2K Boys thing happened, and if you don't know what the 2K Boys thing is, it's a quick little story about how 2K11 made my freshman year very difficult for me. I'll put it on the video, so you should probably go watch that real quick to understand what the 2K Boys is. But it was the year after that. We was already past that. Nobody was calling us that no more. But low-key, we were still on the same things that we was on before when they was calling us the 2K Boys. So we had access to the game and everything come October, and you could play 2K regularly. You could play it however you wanted. But the real-life rookies were not in the game because of the lockout. So if you started a My Career, they had fake rookies. If you started a online association or a regular association, they had fake rookies. So our plan was we're going to continue with our regularly scheduled programming, and we're going to play some online leagues. And then whenever 2K decide to put the rookies in the game, we're going to retire whatever league we in. I don't care if we 9 years deep. We're going to start over and we're going to do a draft with the rookies. And there's always hype about the incoming rookies, but the 2K12 rookie hype was different. One, because we couldn't play with them until December. And two, we had guys like Kemba, Kyrie, who else? Jimmer. Y'all got to remember, Jimmer was a icon, a legend coming out of BYU, pulling up from 40. I could not wait to play with Jimmer. We had guys like him, Jimmy Butler. Who else was in 2K12 rookie draft class? Klay Thompson, who wasn't, he didn't have that much hype coming into his name, but looking back. And of course, Kawhi Leonard. Rookie Kawhi got snatched up towards the end of the draft by one of my homeboys. Let's just call him Johnny. Johnny decided to snatch up the cornrowed rookie out of San Diego State because, so let's just say Johnny says something almost directly along the lines of, oh, I'm just drafting him for defense. Which is not a crazy thing to say, but the reason I'm saying it like that, you'll see why I'm saying it like that. So flash forward to the end of the draft. Somehow I come out with a bum squad because of shitty draft luck, and my team the core of my team consists of Pau Gasol, Nick Young, and Kirk Heinrich in 2012. That was my big three. And we didn't play for money or nothing in these online associations we used to do, but there was a great deal of trash talk to be had. And how am I supposed to trash talk anybody with that core? A quick look around the league shows you that one of my friends somehow managed to get Derrick Rose and Kevin Durant on the same team. Don't know. Don't ask me how. Another one of them had Rondo and Dwight Howard. Another one of my friends had Rudy Gay, who he's one of those people that, you know how sometimes you have a friend, maybe you got a friend who just so happens to go for 50 with James Harden every time he play with him. My friend was like that with Rudy Gay. So he ended up getting this guy on his team. That's really all he needed was Rudy Gay. And then my friend who drafted Kawhi had Kawhi, Curry, Tony Allen, and a bunch of other guys who, on paper, it didn't really look like much. I didn't think much of his team. Now, this is where this story truly starts. My friend Johnny played my friend who had the Rudy Gay squad, right? Not only did 2K12 Curry go for 30 in his first... voice crack. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Not only did 2K12 Curry go for 30 in his first game, the rookie who had a low 70 overall came out with some crazy amount of steals. I don't want to just lie and just be like, oh, he had 8 steals when I can't remember exactly. He had some crazy amount of steals and 20 points. The same guy that scouts were saying, oh, he needs to improve his jump shot. He has to improve his ability to create his own shot. This guy. So after that game, we all let in our homeboy who had Rudy Gay. He ended up losing, and that Rudy Gay got clamped by that Kawhi, of all things. I swear to God, I can't make this up. So we all in the Xbox party, letting them have it, laughing our ass off. Oh, Rudy Gay ain't gonna lead the league in scoring today. Bro, you let a rookie lock up your star player. It was a blast making so much fun of him until it was your turn to play Johnny. When me and my friends do online leagues, we never go above a certain amount of people in our league, just because you never know. People are unpredictable. You never know if they're gonna play their games or not. So we usually stick to us and maybe a few other people outside of that. So my plan of attack is to usually play my game against the bots first, so I can, get familiar with my team, learn everybody jump shot, see what works and what doesn't work. So while I'm doing that, Johnny is running through our friend group with a rookie Kawhi Leonard and 2K12 Steph Curry. It's only like 7 or 8 of us in the league, but when I tell you that Johnny was beating all of us, Johnny beat everybody except my one homeboy, the one who had the Rondo and Dwight Howard team. And the games with this 2K12 Kawhi Leonard are very similar to how they are now. If you've ran up against a pink diamond or a galaxy opal, or maybe even a diamond Kawhi in my team, or just regular Kawhi in play now, you know how you scared to dribble in front of them. Typically, you want to hold L2 at all times when you're being guarded by Kawhi. I experienced that in NBA 2K12 with rookie Kawhi. When it was finally time for me and Johnny to play our game, Kawhi was averaging like 17. This is a rookie Kawhi Leonard. I know this is not crazy, it's not 30, but a rookie Kawhi Leonard whose overall was like a 72 is averaging 17.
We got stuff cooking up in here. Gonna chop y'all up. Look at all of this. Karate style.
Needless to say, the first game I played against Johnny and Super Kawhi and 2K12 Curry, he torched me. That game literally showed me that you could cheese with Steph Curry. I didn't know you could cheese with Steph Curry like that until NBA 2K12 in that game. I played with the Warriors before that. I tried to cheese with him before that. I couldn't do it until I saw Johnny do it. Now, this is where the story gets good, all right? So fast forward to the day that the playoffs were starting in our league. We were all home from school and everything, right? Just chilling in the party. I hear somebody go, "Oh shit, D Brown, guess what?" And I'm like, "What?" Johnny said, "You know that rookie from the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard?" I'm like, "Yeah." He told me he got in a car accident and he didn't make it, bruh. That is a tragic story for many reasons. A young man lost his life, a young athlete who was given the opportunity to provide for his family for generations and generations to come, to lose his life before he could ever imagine if Kawhi Leonard died in his rookie year. That would be like, the NBA would be a completely different league in this day and age. But my initial response in that very moment, I bullshit you not, I asked Johnny, "So does that mean they're gonna take him off of your team or not?"
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Think about how much fear that rookie Kawhi Leonard put into my heart, to the point that someone told me he passed away, and I didn't ask about how it happened. I wasn't concerned about his well-being. I wanted to know what my playoff chances looked like. He eventually told the truth that he was just lying. He was trolling, because I was on the internet. I went to Google. I went everywhere looking up Kawhi Leonard news. But luckily for me, somehow I managed to pull it all together in the finals. I beat Johnny and his super team that consisted of rookie Kawhi and just Curry. I really wish I had gameplay from these days, because not being able to remember these role players is kind of like, I feel like something's missing from the story. I ended up taking my little bum squad to the finals, in which the Western Conference Finals was really cool because I was at my homeboy house and we were playing our finals games like in his house. I was in his living room and he was in his room. And I hit a buzzer beater in Game 7 with Nick Young to send me to the finals. I'll never forget that shit. But I ended up going to the finals, and I got swept by my homeboy with Chris Paul and Dwight. So, yeah, that's the story, man. That is the story of how my friend was so good with rookie Kawhi Leonard that I almost celebrated his false death. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, man, be sure to leave a like and comment down below if you've ever ran up against a player while playing against one of your friends who played so much better than his overall. Let me know in the comments down below, man. And as always, I'm D Brown Shanghai, and I'm up out of here.
Yeah.